Morning. It's Monday morning, June the 26th, 2023, and it's a joy to be able to share some thoughts with you from the scriptures today. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor at Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and this morning we're going to read Psalm 19, verse 14, which is the last verse of the 19th Psalm, a great psalm. Psalm 19:14 says this: "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer." And he desires to be pleasing in the Lord's sight. He calls him his strength and his redeemer. And he is all these things. He's the one. And if you read the Psalms through, you find out that the Lord is the one who enabled David to fight. He said, "You've made me strong." And so he said, "He is my strength. He's also my redeemer." He also is the one who's responsible for David's salvation. And so David wanted to honor God. He said, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight." Not only the words that I speak, and that's very important. What we say is very critically important relative to our life for the Lord. Let the words of my mouth and also the meditation of my heart. What I think, I want what I think to be right also. And the psalmist was very concerned about both of these things. He said, "I want the words of my mouth to be right. I don't want to speak unadvisedly with my lips." And also, he said, "I want the meditation of my heart to be right. I want to be thinking as I should think as well." And then he called the Lord his strength and his redeemer. He had a great deal of respect for God, and it's stated concerning David that he was a man after God's own heart. And I think that this spirit that's communicated here in Psalm 19:14 contributed greatly to that conclusion. He said, "I just don't want to speak wrong. I just don't want to think wrong. I want to have the right spirit toward the Lord. He is my strength. He is my redeemer. And I want to respond to him properly, respond to him as I should." You recall yesterday we talked about a little bit how the psalmist David was concerned about presumptuous sins and about secret faults. He was concerned about both of those things in his life. He wanted to be honest. He wanted to be transparent before the very person of God. Did he know that God could see his heart anyway? Yeah, I think he knew that. And so he was very, very concerned about having the right spirit, having the right words when he came before God. And when he would face God's scrutiny for his actions, for his words, for his thoughts, he wanted them to be right. That's always a good idea for us. It's a good principle for us to live by. May God help me to be right in my words. May God help me to be right in my thoughts, because he is my strength and my redeemer. God bless you today.